the Headbangers Ball. For the next part of tonight's show, we're going to be on location in Copenhagen to bring you a heavy dose of action from a European tour featuring two exciting bands signed to the famous Earache label. Now, a little bit later on, we're going to be meeting up with headliners Bolt Thrower. And let me tell you a few really cool things about this band. Apart from the fact they have a female bass player, they manage themselves, they book all their own tours, and they do all their own merchandising. Pretty enterprising, eh? But we're going to be talking to them about their music and, of course, their new album, The Fourth Crusade. But first up tonight, we're going to meet support band Vader, all the way from Poland. Now, they're currently breaking out of their home country with a monster death metal debut album called The Ultimate Incantation. So tonight, let's see if Vader proved to be the ultimate band live. Thrashing it out on the Bolt Thrower European tour. You just saw a little bit of support band Vader live on stage here at the Pumphuset in Copenhagen. And of course, Vader are one of the first really heavy and brutal bands to break out of Poland. So well done to them. And I'm very pleased to welcome Peter and Chucky to the Headbangers Ball. And obviously, this is your first tour outside of Poland, first European tour. So how's that working out for you, Peter?
That's great. We spent a great time with Bolt Thrower and Grave right here in a bus. And of course, as you said, it's our debut tour abroad of Poland. We played 3 times in Moscow before, but it was just a few gigs. And that the first professional, really professional gigs. It's about 40 gigs in the whole Western Europe. Just great time with the Bolt Thrower guys and Grave guys. Really happy.
So as I said, you are one of the first really heavy bands to break out of Poland and achieve recognition across Europe. I was wondering, what is the rock scene like back home in Poland?
It's really big and raw steel, and especially death, thrash, grind metal scene. And just a lot of names, and it's hard to count all the names right now. But we're just creators of underground scene in Poland with Imperator. We boiled the scene and created that, and we are happy we can show to all the world how the Polish music is. We are just a kind of music playing in Poland, just a part, just a piece of all the heavy stuff, just brutal music in Poland. But really happy we can be a guide for all these bands in Poland.
Yeah.
Just really great.
Good on you. Why do you think that heavy, more extreme, brutal music is so popular in Poland right now? Do you think it's anything to do with what's going on in your country?
Yes, it's really popular music, as I said. Maybe it's the reason we've got a lot of problems in living in Poland. Just, you know, I don't want to talk about all these problems, just shit. But the life is really hard, and maybe it's the reason there's a lot of brutal playing bands in our country. We started years ago in 1985. We played at time as a 5-piece band, but together we played since 2 years as a 4-piece band in this lineup.
Right.
And we recorded 2 demo tapes. First one in 1989, the second one a year later. Morbid Rake. It's our most known demo tape.
Right.
And we sold over 6,000 copies over the world to a lot of magazines, a lot of friends of the world. It's great. It was really great response.
So the fanzines and the kind of underground have been very, very important in helping Vader to get your name spread. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's true.
We're a very underground band from the beginning, since we started.
Underground. And from the beginning, yeah, that's true.
The underground scene gave us the power, and we still giving the power to the underground scene.
Now, E-Raid Records have described your album as the heaviest, most brutal death metal debut album in their history, which is quite something to live up to. Do you agree with that?
Yes, that's true.
Where does all that brutality and aggression come from?
Oh, it's really hard to explain because everyone thinks others about brutality. Because maybe it's not maybe the most brutal things at all, but the meaning of the music. It's brutal. It's basically brutal, and when we started, we decided to do only the brutal music, and we will do the same in the future. Just heavy, fast stuff, only for extremely brutal manners, and so it's our destination.
That was Vader live on stage here at the Pumphuzet in Copenhagen, and I'm sure you'll agree it's great to see a young, heavy band breaking out of Poland, so I for one say good luck to them.